Fatality, 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 fatality. Fatality, 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 fatality.
Chicago, turn up! You got 6D Radio with Can, Shiny, and DJ Unstable. The 6D Networktainment on Q4 Radio.
It is a full house, ladies and gentlemen. We teed up. I got DJ Shern. What's up, Shern?
What's the word?
Guest host T. Timmy in the building, came out of retirement.
Okay, I really did. Thank you for having me. I'm so honored.
And we got the man of the hour, the third.
Yo, what's happening?
Third, the poet.
Oh yeah, we here.
It's going crazy out here. So
Very
we gonna
impressive.
kick it off with Maestro Waitress right here on 6D Radio, y'all. Let's go.
Late night, working hard, you do. All applause to you. We know strippers get all the love, but I'm giving my nod to ya. I think I just might fall for ya. Yeah. Can I serve? Can I take over too? I'm so in love, so in love. Can I serve? Can I take over too? I'm so in love.
Yes, I fell in love with a waitress, looking all fine in that apron, working overtime, them late shifts, and the disrespect is so blatant. Strippers get all the love, way too much in this culture. Start a OnlyFans, I can't fault her, cause the good girls never get the altar. And oh my, I'm so in love. Hard-working girl and the morals in touch. Baby girl, I'm sure you're the one. Let me set this table for two and serve you for once.
Late night, working hard, you do. All applause to you. We know strippers get all the love, but I'm giving my nod to ya. I think I just might fall for ya. Yeah. Can I serve? Can I take over too? I'm so
Maestro Lock V Armstrong, Waitress. How you feel about that, Sharon?
That was a vibe. I like that. Definitely be downloading that tonight.
Hey, Maestro, you got a new fan, sir. Courtesy of 6D Radio. I'm Toucan.
It's your boy DJ Sharon. I'm in the building for sure.
It's your girl T. Mary Elizabeth, guest hosting.
What's going on? It's third.
So I'm gonna need you to bring your mic up
Just
to
a
you a
little
little
bit.
bit more. Yeah, let the good people hear that nice, smooth, silky smooth voice of yours, sir.
I'm the
You should be
third.
over here in this seat. It's the third. Here to tell you about the weather.
The evening edition, though.
Look, he got a whole
Yeah.
TV laugh. He's
After 6 o'clock. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? After 6 o'clock, I'm down.
Oh, he got the
The
cute
evening
sweat.
voice.
yeah, it was like this
We
whole this a
mostly
TV laugh. Like right, it's
Right.
smooth.
But man, no, what we normally do at the beginning of the show is pretty much recap our last week since you all last seen us. And man, when I tell you, like, this past week has been like pretty busy. I've been doing a really great job of keeping up with my fake New Year's resolution. Like, I try not to have a New Year's resolution because that's a little too much pressure. But I told myself, like, hey, I'm gonna get up at 6 in the morning, get all my work done. That way, once I get off work, I'll be able to just
Chill.
relax.
Yeah.
And because it's been, you can start a habit after 21 days of doing something consistently.
For sure.
So it's been well past over 21 days, and now it's a habit.
Yeah, you
I
just
just
waking
getting
up
up
at
against-
6.
Yeah, and then like I see a lot of benefits to that too. My mood has been better. I've been getting everything done. Not a lot of things have been held over my head. So that's pretty much been my week. Interviews, set a lot of things up, getting ready for this second quarter of 2022, and see what comes from it. What about y'all?
I'm exhausted, man. It's only Thursday. I'm exhausted. Got a lot of events coming up in March. Just signed a contract with Sip and Savor Cafe. So yeah, for sure, it's a blessing. So we got a lineup of events coming in March. March Madness we just started this week. It started off with a women's business panel. So they had a lot of dope black women entrepreneurs from the city of Chicago come out and host a panel. They was talking about gaining business credit, maintaining it, but also keeping your books in order. So when y'all get a chance, man, check out my Instagram and stop by some of these events. But overall, just trying to keep my balance and keep my energy up, honestly. But the week is not over yet.
It's not. It's just getting started.
For sure.
It's like hump day. Isn't it hump day? Well, yesterday was hump day. But it's
Yeah.
still the middle of
Fast
the
hump
week.
day, big day. This is Thursday.
It's still midweek grind. You feel me? Midweek grind. My week was pretty, it was hectic, but not in a bad way. I'm like Ken said, I came out of retirement from being out the scene for 2 years. So I just started back doing shows live every week. This
That's
was
what's
my
up.
third week doing it straight. Every Wednesday, I host an interview at the Rising Stars at the WOW here. So it's an artist showcase, and it's just been a touch and go kind of thing. I'm feeling it through, trying to see where I fit in again. But it's been hectic in a good way. Like, I definitely feel more support the second time around doing this than I did the first time around when I left. So it had me thinking, like, maybe COVID changed people's like perception of people and like, supporting
Definitely did.
people. I definitely never felt this supported, and Ken knows I was grinding it out for
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 years straight, from 2016 all the way up until 2020, and I just had to hard stop, but then I had a hard start, and it's very fulfilling in the end. So
That's what's
I'll
up.
say the week I've been having is good with the crazy.
It was crazy before COVID because, man, I just remember us doing red carpet
Man, we
interviews.
was
We did
everywhere.
birthday parties.
We was at Van. We was everywhere. Me and Ken was teaming up doing stuff all 2019. I interviewed her at Chicago State. What was that, 2018? So we was
Yeah.
going hard even before 6D started. Like, we was just out here just being personalities. So it's refreshing to come back around and her, bringing me in to just get my
sure.
chops.
It's a pleasure having
back. Thank you.
Third, how you feeling, bro?
Man, it's been a week. When you said it's been a week, I was like, yeah, it's definitely been a
No,
week.
for sure.
I'm a teacher, so my week is built different.
Okay, shout out to the
You know what I mean?
educators
You
on the
a
dean of
okay?
students.
You feel me?
CPS?
Yeah.
Oh, you real.
Yeah.
You a
What
real one.
subject?
I'm English.
Oh, you real
Okay.
for real.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I like that.
Third the poet.
I'm a dean of students. If you ever want to,
For
switch
real?
sides, let me
Understood.
know. For
You know
sure.
what? I think I'm trying. Nah, we good. I'm
Come on to
I'm
the child networks.
Oh, gee,
We
I'm
need you.
gonna stay on this side of the desk just because I know, you know what I'm saying, I get one specific type of kids and you get like,
Yeah, I get them all though, so it's all the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
but my week has been long. I thought it was over. I literally had a dream last night that it was Friday. Probably one of the worst dreams
That's
I could
crazy.
have, honestly. And it's been, but it's been good though. I've been like kind of working my way through. I'm at a new school now, so kind of working my way through that process, and getting to know the kids has been great. And then also doing like a bunch of my other side projects at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Taking time to check in, having people that's like keeping me responsible feels good.
For sure.
I actually been taking the last few weeks to really actually go ahead and start spending more time with family. I feel like that's the thing that like I can get so caught up with other stuff that I don't do.
Yeah.
And it's been really centering too, so that's been great. The week hasn't been all that bad. It's just not
No.
over yet. That's
Yeah.
all.
Big facts.
Cause baby, when that weekend come, man, I be sleeping in, be spread out on the bed, just
Bruh, it's the best.
That
get
is
up,
the
make
best.
O'Brien potatoes, like it be lit.
Man, I think that's my age showing. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how old everybody is, but I'm pushing 30, so it's kind of like
Girl.
we ain't good company. We ain't good company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely great company.
I definitely felt the difference in my body like after 25, but I could tell you now that I'm like 6 months to 30. I can tell people I was going out to events, like I said, just starting out. My energy levels have drastically changed.
Yeah,
I'm
for
like,
sure.
and I can
Mine
see
too.
the difference in.
You got to sip now. No more shots.
Definitely
Sip.
sipping slow. I was just telling them that I'm sipping slow the whole party. Don't give me nothing. No. Shots. No. And I realized like, dang, I really like the busy week and like starting early and making a routine and then just taking the weekend to like relax. I'm not gonna lie. That does something different than just, going out and be having fun. It's just different now.
For sure.
Speaking of that, I'm glad that you finding out things about yourself earlier than late. You're gonna come back with our 6D tips. Speaking of late or early, here's late or early with Naomi G.
Hey,
Shout out
here.
Naomi G, man.
That's our classmate.
them
Turn
good
up.
peoples.
Yes, indeed.
Hey.
Naomi G up next, y'all. Don't move.
Don't move, man. We got jams dropping soon. It's 6D Radio on Q4.
You call me only when it's late, and I come verbally. Tomorrow isn't so promised. Why you acting like a cheat? Write the letters, cause I can't call. I might blow up on a kid. And if I tell you all my fears, will you go run and say I did? Yeah. Will I for loving be the same? Am I too young to feel this way? How can I think if you in my space? I get so clouded by your face. Only you creep inside of me, really. I guess heaven is so cool. If it's like being with you, you put me in my mode. Release the toxic growth. You see me from different views. When did you say I do? Later early. One day. Later early. Love is wandering. Later early. Acceptance is a two-way street, so mark your yellow line. And our jobs are to look after each other before we die. You got a map to all of my weak spots, navigating new sides of the road. Driving this way, you might need to get a watch. Evolution's got us on a hold. I've been feeling weary, kinda give me that load. Love expand our hardest like the vortex of souls. It ain't complicated, I'm just scared to let go. It ain't complicated if we do what we told. Eternal love, it's old. I'm wearing my jeans you bought from the store. Oh, give me your kiss, it means freedom. Oh, we in our bags, I guess I won't run. Only you creep inside of me, really. I just have been so
Late or early Naomi G. Always here with a bop. I don't know if we the first radio station to play late or early, but I mean, we always the first in bringing up the dopest artists who always slept on.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I feel like we take pride in that though.
No, for sure.
You should.
Cause we don't clout chase. Like 6D Network Entertainment is anti-clout.
Let's talk about the clout chase. That's why I stopped.
Let's talk about it real quick.
Let's talk about it real quick. That's another reason why I stopped, because people were being ingenuine. Like when I was working with artists that's up and coming, I really try to connect with the artists and their work and like who they are as a person. And I noticed as time went on, people were just trying to like talk to me or like sit with me because I knew certain people. And it's like, well, that's not cool, because I had to work to gain the network I had, and it was really genuine. Like I never even looked at half the people bringing an opportunity. Like I literally bought a t-shirt because I like that style. Like even before I got on the artist scene, I was always looking for independent, entrepreneurs that's trying to do it, even if they're from DC to LA or whatever. Like I just like the exclusiveness in certain things, and it's not in a store. So when I see people just, let me just be over here because she knows that person, and this is weird. So I like that 6D is generic, like not generic, organic, like.
Yeah.
And I was like, wrong word. I'm talking too fast. I was like, pause. That's not it. Organic in the sense that they connect with artists. Like I remember your guys used to do at the what was that location you guys were at when I first started seeing?
Live from the living room.
Yeah, from the living room. When y'all were doing that was so nice. Like I felt the real community in there. It was real conversation. Really intimate. So that's when I knew like they're really trying to help progress the artist scene as a community and not like on some crabs in a barrel. So y'all doing it.
We appreciate it. Like one thing I've always appreciated about when I was interviewed by you and Chelsea Sincere, Invisible Podcast, when y'all linked up with Lady J at Chicago
Shout
State.
out Lady J.
Like that whole experience, I'll never forget that, because I was in a room full of women. I already knew Lady J, but that was my first time meeting y'all, and the energy was just so high. When I met Chelsea, I was like, can I just give you a hug?
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like you dope. Like I just gave both of y'all hugs.
We was really,
we all just went out to eat right after.
We surely did. I forgot, we went to some vegan spot or something.
Native food.
There you go. And I remember I was like,
we
I
tried
never
each
had
other's
this.
food.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I've never eaten food like this, but for you guys I will. And we were just having real conversation. Like I didn't know who you were. Lady J co-hosting with me at what was it? Girl, I done did so much, but it was at this one place. It was in Pilsen. It was an art walk. Remember that art walk they used to do like every week? So we had our first live event there, and for our showcase, and it was just so nice to have her co-host. And I didn't even know she was an OG and like radio in Chicago, like up and coming stuff. So I was like, Lady J, it was an honor to have her bring us back, and then you there. So I said, everything is in divine timing, because I didn't even know what you were gonna bring, and I was like, let's go. And I think that's the first time I heard you rap too with Misunderstood. So
Yep. I had just released Misunderstood.
There you go. I remember that. I
did a whole radio tour with that song.
I remember the purple font, everything, like everything. Yes.
But man, let's get to the 6D tip. The 6D tip of the week is turn your vacation into a business trip. Shout out to our founder, Shawnee, who is in Dubai right now.
What? I got family in Dubai now. What's this time of year for Dubai? Is it not as hot?
I don't know, but I hope she bring me back a keychain or something.
Man, that'd be nice.
But let's go ahead and kick off that first talking point.
Okay, so to turn your vacation into a business trip, my first tip would be to make the most of your pleasure trip by attending networking events and open mics. And I can say I've done that. Like when I went to LA, I went to this place called The Study. It's in the middle of Hollywood. Everybody who does like artists and up and coming music, or even just signed artists, they all perform there, and it's a really intimate space. It's like the #1 spot to go if you're trying to like pop as an artist. So that was cool.
Which city?
LA and Los Angeles, downtown Hollywood. It's called The Study. Y'all look it up. And it's just, they have every day some type of different events with like signed artists, up and coming artists, but it's a real community there. So I went to the Novo. I was just going out and seeing a little bit of everything. I went to the Grammy Museum. So it was cool. Like it was cool to network and meet people from another creative scene and like see how they move and do their thing.
That's dope.
See, I can't recall like doing anything of that nature yet. I did just come back from Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
But I was like on a resort, Margaritaville.
Okay.
And man, I just wanted to relax because I've never been on a real vacation before. It was always like family emergencies and funerals and or just me going to visit my family. It's never been an actual vacation with straight just pleasure and relaxation and all that stuff.
You earned it. You deserve that.
Yeah.
You say, yeah, do I? You do.
But
you work hard.
That leads me to the next point, which is, so once you're out of town, you know, you on your vacation, you want to travel to certain cities during festivals and big events that fit your creative realm. I remember 6D back in, I think when we first launched, like we went to South by Southwest.
Yep, I remember.
And man, that was my first friend trip.
Really?
We was packed in the car, got on the road.
That's the best one.
16 hours, got pulled over in the middle of the night.
What?
It was pitch dark outside. I didn't know where we was at.
Oh, like
thank God it was just a ticket.
Okay, that's all like that's pressure.
But we were on business.
Yeah.
Like, well, pleasure in business, because every time I turned around, like unstable wanted to drink. And I was like, can we get some apple juice? Like, I'm tired of drinking. Like, I just remember just flipping out.
Yeah.
And everybody started laughing at me because I was tired of drinking.
Tired of him drinking.
I was like, I want some apple juice.
He needs some water.
But man, like, we had met so many people, and it was just an amazing experience to do that. And I'm just like, man, we need to do something like that, like at least once a year.
That is definitely, that should be a goal. I think that's a goal for any.
For artists out there, man, like Eventbrite is a dope resource to use. So if you out of town and you traveling, and you want to get you some reps in on the stage, Eventbrite is definitely a good resource to use. All you got to do is type wherever you is in a location. They always have open mics and showcases going on in almost every city.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if you want to get them reps in on the stage and just enhance your target market, Eventbrite is definitely a great resource.
Keep talking.
I'm like, what's going on?
He was like, wait.
So when you out there traveling, man, definitely hit up those open mics, them showcases, man. You might want to feature from somebody. You might want to pass off some beats, definitely for producers. I know for me, I'll be in Denver for spring break, April 11th through the 16th.
Wow, you lit.
And I linked with a couple promoters, so I got like a gig at an open mic.
Oh, that's raw.
And I'm just waiting on the response for an opening set at this club. So
bring me back some edibles.
Definitely wherever you go,
chain.
man, you can definitely get some work done. So don't ever get too comfortable. If you really trying to do this thing, you definitely got to be working at all times.
Facts.
Which leads me to our last part of this 6D tip of the day. It's a great opportunity to write it off on your taxes. Now, don't be that person that just think you can write things off on your taxes and then the IRS be after you. Make sure you got all your paperwork in order. Make sure you got your S Corp, your LLC, things of that nature. And sometimes a lot of us be trying to do it on our own. It's okay to invest that $200 to $300 to get you an accountant. Like, definitely put that money towards that so you can make sure everything is intact.
Now, our partner in crime, Erica Craig, who got Biz Builder tax firm, it used to be Creatives tax firm. She will get you right. She got me right last year.
Okay.
Man,
I'm gonna need to hit her up.
She will get you all the way together.
I actually found out late that a lot of stuff that I was doing in the beginning, because I know it taught me how to like come out into doing this stuff. So over time, trial and error, I was like, dang, all the Ubers, all the money I invested to like do a show and curate, I was like, let me find out. I could have got that back. And I'm over here just filing the regular 9-to-5 job. And then I did this for years. So now too, coming back into it, I'm working on getting my LLC, things like that, cause so I can get accounted for what I've done. I'm like, I don't never see a return on this. I need my money back. Hold on.
Regular, smuggler people ain't gonna tell you that because they're not creative.
Literally, I should have asked more questions when I was around y'all. I just thought we was all doing this shit out our pocket and that was it. I was like, I can get grants. I could what?
Definitely a lot of benefits from, you know,
having an LLC.
LLC.
Facts.
As you get bigger, get the S Corp, and you know, it's just so many avenues you can use.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get into getting more info. Trust me.
Oh yeah. So, man, we do have a special guest in the building. He's been waiting patiently to talk his stuff.
Oh man, I'm enjoying myself.
He listening. He engaged.
Listening.
We're gonna learn a little bit more about him right after this song. Here's Ray Alyssa with Movie on 6D Radio.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Midnight, moonlight, motives, controlling, low key, OG. I've been smoking. The time right, the vibe nice. Got his head right, and his game tight. Keep the noise down, want no sound. It can go down if you just tell me what you want. While nobody is looking around us, while the world isn't still moving around us, we can make a movie right now. On the south side, where I reside, couple OGs say they know me. For a few spots, got a few blocks. Keep the doors locked and the thing tucked. You're talking, you're moving like you want me. You're so weak, impatiently waiting. I'll give it to you now if you just tell me what you want. While nobody is looking around us, while the world isn't still moving around us, we can make a movie right now. I can turn you on. Would be a sight to see if somebody finds so good, and I swear it's been a while, but we can make a movie right now. There's not too many ways for me to say I want you. Just tell me when to go. There's nothing that I won't do. Won't have it any other way. I want it right here with you. Yeah. If you just tell me what you want. Nobody is looking around us. While the world is still moving around us, we can make a movie right now. I can turn you on. Would be a sight to see if somebody found it. So good, and I swear it's been a while. We can make a movie right now. Let me turn you on. While nobody is looking around us, while the world isn't still moving around us, we can make a movie right now.
It's a movie in the studio. Man, I wish we had like at least another hour.
Facts. It's some great conversation.
Yeah, we got some things to say. We got some things to talk about. Especially this young man that's in the studio.
Oh, we here.
Yeah.
We here.
So, I asked every artist this. What song made you want to create music?
Ooh. Dang. So I would have to say it was probably gonna be, The Corner by Common.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think he was gonna go there.
I just heard the beat drop in my head.
Yeah, I actually just,
That's so. Ooh,
That
that's
song
nice.
is definitely.
I was about to say something I was supposed to
classic
say.
tune.
Y'all see it tomorrow.
I feel like I've never heard someone even give the answer a comment. And you being from Chicago, like, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
me, but you rarely hear people say, like, Common is an inspiration to No Shades Common, because he's great. But
Yeah.
that was nice to hear. I was like, okay.
Nah, yeah, definitely. Of course, like with him also being on the south side of Chicago, he had the music video for that song was on the corner of 46 and King Drive, I want to say. And like having that place look so familiar, like I'm like young, like dang, I know that spot. You know what I mean? And so like the idea that he didn't like grew up and could like speak on stories and like things that happened around him was like fire. I was like, dang, G, it don't gotta be about like it can be something about something I know. You know what I mean? So I was like, let's do it. Like let's have that happen.
Yeah.
So kind of like documenting like storytelling. I rock with that heavy, and I was like, I could do this.
Yeah.
That's hard. I like that. So how'd you get started, bro?
Dang. All right, let's have some fun. We're gonna take it all the way back.
Take it back. They need to know. Let the
Yeah,
people
speak
know.
into the mic.
Yeah, so my pops and my mom's met at an open mic. My pops is a poet.
That's
He used to
beautiful.
run around with all the great like writers and authors and poets from the city. And he been taking me everywhere since I was like 5 or 6 years old. And so being in those spaces, I was just surrounded by like a bunch of raw like creators and raw people, and I was like super helpful. So being in those spaces and being able to listen, I grew up in church, and so like being like in a heavily Christian household, rap was not exactly like
I was just gonna say.
Everybody's story.
mild
secular
on,
music.
you know what I mean? But my pops, my pops being like the multifaceted and like his mind is like he really is like open to a lot of different things. So he would slide me some stuff on the side, you know what I mean? And it was like not at all in a rebellious way, but as in like giving me both, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
options to grow up with.
That's
And
good.
so he introduced me to like Kanye and Common. Lecrae was super heavy growing up when I
Just
grew
gonna
up.
talk about Christian rap.
And so so that was like one of them things that like were super instrumental to me like coming up. When I was about 12 or 13, I got my computer in my own, which I didn't know how like crazy that was until like I got older. But then he gave me a hard drive full of instrumentals from all my favorite rappers. So it's like Jesus Walks instrumental, like The Corner, like all these instrumentals is on this hard drive, and I had Audacity and I had a Snowball mic, and I just would be in my room and writing raps to like all these instrumentals. You know what I'm saying? And so like that was a huge thing for me. That like first initial investment was like, dang, this is a real thing. It's not something you just like dream about or like daydream about. Like this is something that you can actually do. So I started like actually doing it, and it was fun. I started off writing poetry at first. That was my thing, and then when I got them beats, I was like, oh man, like let's make it happen. Let's see what I can do with it. So that's the start of it all. And then from there, it was really just like I'm having fun with this. I'm getting good at it. I was about 14. I went to my first open mic was at U Media. Like a while ago. So around that time, man, I did some weak like whack 16 bars that I had in a notebook because I've been writing a notebook, and everybody went crazy, which is like super supportive. And that's the other thing I love about like the city is just like, not to say that we're gonna support anything, because I know people who would tell you when it's not good, right? But also like when they know you trying, like they're always gonna give you what you deserve when you trying. You know what I'm saying? So that was like super great to like see like people way older than me like throwing chairs and just gassing me and like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was super exciting. I was like, dang, maybe I can do this for real. And then from there I was like, I'm gonna do this for real. It's gonna be a thing.
So what do you think you bring signature to like Chicago's artist scene? Because you were mentioning like how many creators and you've been through many like different areas from your media, then you got your dad. So what do you think with all the styles you've been around and what you've come to find in yourself stands out about you?
I like to read. I like to read a lot.
Okay.
And I think
English
that
teacher.
Right.
I think that there are a lot of things that I learn from reading that I'm able to talk about like in my music. I really enjoy storytelling. Like that's something like I like. I feel like all good stories, right, have a beginning, middle, and end. I feel like something that like follows.
Yep.
It's something I can contribute. You know what I'm saying? I just have like a lot of different I'm open to a lot of different things. Like I don't really turn anything away for the first time. Like welcome all of it in. Advice, you know, new music, like all of that. And so like different thought paths and like also growing up in church, not only do I have like this different like outlook as far as like my religion, but also I just grew up around a lot of old people. And so I've been blessed with this like different type of outlook that a lot of us, like a lot of my peers, don't have as far as like just how we think about things. You know what I'm saying?
Wisdom.
Am I still a victim to my youth and my young mindset? For sure.
Yeah,
of
we
course.
all are.
For
We
sure.
all are.
But like that's kind of my thing, where like I take a lot of those things I listen to. I have songs that are just really just conversations I've had with my elders and like people that I listen to. So I think that's something that we need.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to contribute as much as I can.
How do you feel about the state of hip hop right now?
That's a good question. Because you sound like you really real hip hop. So
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
he
gonna try
is.
not to
Yeah.
sound like an old nigga. So
no, you're not. You speaking truth.
So all right, I think first of all I want to say from what I've been seeing, Chicago's hip hop scene is probably the best it's been in a long time. The best it's been in a long time, because not only, and there's no respect to the previous like lines that came before me,
Or no
but, like,
disrespect
no
to the previous
disrespect.
line.
that's what I meant to say.
It's
Right,
okay.
right.
It's all
We
good.
supposed
That
to be
happens.
the
That's why we here, bro.
end.
That's why we here.
Yeah,
No respect
right.
to you, old nigga.
Yeah. So all respect, right? No disrespect is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm being in trouble. So, I think that like not only are there a lot of great musicians that are present in front of us right now, but also so many. I think that for a very long time we've been first of all, Chicago has been slept on for music for a very long time.
Very.
But also, when we do look at like, we think about, okay, we have like great Chicago musicians. We usually name maybe 5 to 6 musicians from Chicago, and it'd be like, oh yeah, those are y'all greats. But like now, I'm looking, and I could scroll through Twitter right now and name you people who are going to be great. Like
I
that's
can see
going
it.
to
I
happen.
agree, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people that I'm just having like chats with and studio sessions with and just like talks with on a daily basis. I'm like, gee, you're finna be amazing. And the thing is, we have the variety that exists right now is so crazy too.
Yep.
Like we have like first of all, black men our age that are doing like punk rock is insane. Insane. Like I wasn't even privy before like a year ago. And now I'm looking, I'm just like, yo, like we've allowed so many different pathways that are not just the ones that are already set before us. We're creating them. Not only are we creating them, but we going all in. And then the people who are seeing those new pathways created are not, you know what I'm saying, disregarding them just because they new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, keep doing your thing. Like, keep doing that. I just had my homie Lassa. I don't know if y'all familiar with Lassa, but LaSalle, he's kind of like veering off from like rap, and he's doing like a real like rock feel. And I'm not into the like a rock genre of music, but I love all of his music. And I'm just like, keep doing that thing because you're great at it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Jay, I think that this is like, as far as the Chicago music scene, some of the best that it's ever been in a very long time, for sure. And I think that a lot of what we getting back to is we slowly but surely converging back to like the team effort mindset.
Yeah.
The collaborative mindset.
That's what
which
it is.
and I'm talking about, when I say recently, I really mean within like probably since quarantine started.
Yeah.
I hate that it's like
said
that. But since quarantine started, people are like coming back together and like really like tending to gas each other and work together and be more like, you know what I'm saying? And it's amazing. It's really great to see. And I think that that's something that existed before us that we're like starting to get back to, which is great.
Now, speaking of the pandemic, you and I met right before the pandemic
Facts.
hit at Twister's Maps for Music program.
Yeah.
It was a program of 30 creatives, whether they sung, rap, or wrote, or was just songwriters, or they were producers. And we had this workshop. It was the first music workshop of the week. And they let everybody play their music to get a feel of what their style was. And they put us all in groups, and the task was, okay, we're going to put y'all in the groups based on your style, and you and your group have to come up with a song. Y'all going to record it at Twister's studio and then like pretty much go from there. So they end up putting me in third and another artist in the same group. I was like, who this young cat? He cold. I like his music they just played. So we was having a hard time like agreeing on a beat. And I was just to the point I was just like, man, I just want to get this song over with.
Done.
I'm weak.
But like when we all met up at Twister Studio and we recorded and we heard each other verse, I'm just like, okay, everybody snap. They didn't put all lyricists on the song, and I don't even think that song is even going to see the light of day because right now it's like 2 years old now, and
he ain't gonna let y'all have it for yourselves. Like,
no, it ain't that. It's just that it never got finished as far as like mixed and mastered and all that stuff. So we got do we have? I don't even know if we even have I don't even know we even have the rough draft for that joint. Dang. I gotta look through my email to see if we have the rough draft. I think we do, but I can't even play it right now because it definitely got some language. But I remember getting the inside scoop, but after everybody heard everybody's songs, I remember getting the inside scoops like, hey, Twister's writers like was going crazy on y'all's like about y'all's song, like your verse, other artist's verse, and they was just going wild at third's verse. And I was like, he did snap. I didn't understand his recording process because like the way you was recording, I'm just like, what is he doing? But then once he finished, it sounded good. So that's what made me like learn to trust other artists' recording process because it looked differently than mine. So what was your process like before you even start writing?
Before I start writing, I definitely am living. I'm living life. Like I'm experiencing new things. I might hit the road for a little bit. Not traveling too much. I might just be driving down Lakeshore Drive. Or I might just be out going for a walk. Like I'm definitely experiencing life for a minute. Thinking about the subject, kind of what I have to say about it, how it relates to me. And then I just start I make bullet points. I don't know how long I've been doing this, but I make like kind of bullet points of certain things I want to say. So it could be 4 different things about like, you know what I'm saying? If it's like, I don't know, if it's about like pizza, I'm like, gee, what do I like about pizza? My favorite pizza pie, you know what I'm saying? Ingredients, what I don't like on it. Them 4 things. Whatever happens in this verse, I need to make sure I cover these 4 things because these are super important to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so then I mark them off as I'm going. And it kind of just come together. I definitely edit for sure. I write what I'm thinking, then I syllable shave after. So everything that don't fit based on what I'm doing, I make sure it go there. But yeah, I'm definitely the longest process is probably because I write relatively fast, depending on how I'm feeling. But the longest part is probably the thinking part, where my head is at. So yeah.
So I definitely want to go back and touch on what you were saying about the creative scene because we did agree on the one point about the difference in the community. Did you guys watch the Genius? Is that
not yet? Right? I plan on sitting down and like
watch it. I could definitely say watching Kanye in that era, like what you're speaking on, and you're 100% facts. Like Chicago, I definitely can say over the years we have such a variety of talent. Even when I was speaking on going to LA or even when I went to DC and messing with their creative scene, it's like everyone has a similar sound. And if you notice, the conversation hip hop is about lately, everyone sounds the same. From T-Pain saying it, Joe Budden, whoever, everyone's like, hey, I'm tired of what's coming out. Like, you guys need to stop. Like, everything sounds the same. And you can't lie. Like, you hear 92.3 or whatever, it's the same, like, 10 songs.
It's kind of annoying. I'm not going to lie.
It's very annoying. Like, 42 Dugout sounded like Kodak to me. The first time I heard him, I'm like, who is this Kodak? Like, what? And it's just weird. So I definitely think Chicago, I don't know what it's going to take. And going back to like the Genius documentary, seeing Kanye go through his trials and the artist scene and like watching it in the 90s and early 2000s, it's like, dang, that's still kind of what we got to do now.
Yeah,
it just looks a little different because we have more technology and resources. But in the sense that they all, even Twist, I was watching him on Drake Tamps. He was talking about like no one looks at Chicago. Like that was they were the first. So to know that
know why that is though, because we don't look at ourselves. We don't respect and love ourselves for real. You go to Atlanta, then they basically infiltrated the whole industry. And they all 12 plus years strong.
That's
you know
facts.
what I mean? Like you got generations after generations that have been built off people who are already in the industry.
Yeah.
But our downfall is that we don't do that.
Yeah, because even like Lupe, it's really weird. Like I think Chance is probably the only person I know that really had his pulse on the artist scene like in recent
And
years.
reaching back, yeah.
And do you media whole community and then social work Chicago. That was the only time I ever saw someone that's made it out the city give back like that. Like Kanye got Donda House, he made Donda House, which turned to Art of Culture or something.
Yeah.
But even that didn't. Once he changed the name, I feel like that whole direction of what Donda House was
got lost.
shifted to it got lost. So going forward, I wonder what it's gonna take for like Chicago artists like you and just like everyone else to kind of get their shine. Like what will it take for us to get the highlight? Like you saying Atlanta, LA. I feel like we way better than all of them.
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like our music is very eclectic, it's different. No one sounds the same, and they only look at us for drill. And I'm like, we're beyond drill. Like drill is one part of Chicago's music scene.
Facts.
Like that's so yeah. I just curious what y'all think about it. Like what's it gonna take for us to pop as a city?
People got to stop treating their Instagrams like their girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to post somebody on your story, bro.
Facts.
It's okay to post somebody's song on your page. It's not hurting you.
Yep, and you know
know what
Louis
I mean?
Marks says support being free. Y'all know Louis Marks. He
Yep.
always said that, and I always loved it because it's really true. It's just one share. It's what's a tag? What's a you know what I mean? Comment, share. Like,
What we got to do is start small, build that community, and just pretty much branch out because there are a lot of people who think like us and believe in the same things that we do. So we have to start small. It starts with us, and we're gonna build that community out. And next thing you know, the whole city is on board. Next thing you know, the whole state is on board.
The whole
the
US.
whole Midwest is on board.
Facts.
And then, once we start believing in ourselves and supporting each other, then all the other areas, the New Yorks, the LAs, the Atlantas,
Yeah,
even
it
the
could give us
Texas
respect.
scene, like, yes.
I definitely could see it happening, though.
yeah, I hope it does within the next few years. Like, especially after that whole pandemic stopped, and like we're saying, like everybody's coming back being supportive. Like, let's see what we can do in like a few
Definitely
years.
got to
Like,
stay consistent. for
very
sure.
consistent.
So third, do you like chicken?
Love chicken. Chicken's fire.
So, you know how chicken, especially places like Harold's, Sharks, Uncle Remus, they have their different styles, right?
Right.
Different, the seasonings, the sauce. How would you explain these three songs if you were to describe your chicken?
Man,
That was
Yeah, that was
good.
hard.
That was a
that's
good one.
amazing.
Yeah, like 'cause she did that.
Whoa. All right. So, if I was to describe, okay. So I want to say, Bee Water is definitely some real like tangy chicken for sure. Wow. Off the Ropes is heavy on the mild sauce. Heavy on the mild sauce.
Off the Ropes is the joints you did, the freestyle.
No, that's the latest joint I dropped.
That's hard. That's hard. I love
Appreciate that heavy.
Fully realized.
Fully Realized is definitely some seasoning. Some good seasoning.
Lemon pepper.
Lemon
Lawry's.
pepper.
Hey.
Yeah. Lemon
it to New
pepper.
Orleans.
Yeah, it's like lemon pepper because Fully Realized is so important. It's more of important than it is like a wow song for sure. I mean, if you said wow, low listen to the song, I'd be greatly honored. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's very important to me. Right, and so like you notice when chicken don't have no lemon pepper on it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
I'd be mad.
You know,
Well, my fish, because I'm pescatarian. But I'd be mad when I
Straight
come
up.
from Sharks and they ain't put no lemon pepper
I
on
would
there. I'd be
look.
wanting to go in there and swing
Sharks
on everybody.
is known for the lemon
See.
pepper. Yes, lemon pepper.
I have the lemon pepper in my cabinet.
Oh, you real?
yeah, I
committed.
need- yeah, we gotta talk offline about that.
But okay, let's get into this three-piece. Here is the third with his three-piece on 6D Radio, y'all.
Hey.
Enjoy.
Yeah. I won't lie to you, I've been moving through, I'm a beast, wait in the water, the game is a slaughter, and that's all to say the least, yes, I know it's in my genes, I just let my skill increase, maybe then all my lady friends only ride with me when I'm me, catch again on tour, I'ma black out in London like Idris, can't entertain no beef, I hope they let us show out in Greece, I've been messing with the NPC, got the energy making beats. Small flex when I'm moving through, I've been flooding flows through the streets, that's on me. I won't lie, I'm moving through, yeah. I won't slide if I can bring the cool, yeah. No idea we pull up like who you, yeah. It's a good thing we up on the news, yeah. Hey. I won't lie, I'm moving through, yeah. I won't slide if I can bring the cool, yeah. No idea we pull up like who you, yeah. It's a good thing we up on the news. I will lie to you, I've been moving through, I'm a beast. Wade in the water, I'm playing a part of a legend, that's what I'll explain to my daughter. I'm playing a Carter, no, I'm not wheezy, but ain't nothing easy. We breathe through it, being transparent, see through it. Aim for the stars, amen, mean, see to it, oh, so be it. I've been moving like water, it's so relieving. I've been moving like water, though, flowing through all my obstacles. We covert like this mission impossible. They like, who's he? He got bars off the chain like Bruce Lee. No, they can't stop the movement, I'm too free. Ayy, I won't lie, I'm moving through, yeah. I won't slide if I can bring the cool, yeah. No idea we pull up like who you, yeah. It's a good thing we up on the news, yeah. Hey, I won't lie, I'm moving through, yeah. I won't slide if I can bring the cool, yeah. No idea we pull up like who you, yeah. It's a good thing we up on the news, hey. I get love out of town, I'm destined. Even when I can't travel, I stay on my pivot like I'm representing the Western. Going backwards is not in the question. Man, it's almost like my transmission slip, boy, forward is the lesson. Feel like cash, error, I ain't taking no suggestions. All these frosted flakes trying to take, I'll take it back. They're like, third, why you saying that? Album mode got us blazing back, just the part I erase. A survivor, yeah, you know that I'ma make it back. Search my song, yeah, you saving that. Ask your phone, even Siri will tell you I'm the greatest cat, that's cause I been moving through, yeah. I won't slide if I can bring the cool, yeah. No idea we pull up like who you, yeah. It's a good thing we up on the news, ayy. I won't lie, I'm moving through, yeah. I won't slide if I can bring the cool, yeah. No idea we pull up like who you. It's a good thing we all had to learn to move around like be water, be water, be water, be water, move around like be water, be water, be water, we all had to learn around like be water, be water, be water, we all had to move around like be water, be water, be water, be water.
It's 6D Networktainment, the creators of Wendy Fest Chicago on Q4 Radio.
So much better than what they gave him credit for. Never met him, but I bet they ran his bread up for a metaphor. Before, never even got the chance to make a first impression. Better yet, a chance to mess up to learn his lesson. You know, learn speed before they even learn direction. Study the curvature of the orbit, learning their furniture out the forest. Still think this the best form. Trying to make a career out of chorus. Add another sign into his diet. Swallow that and pray that he survive it. Hope that boy take flight to fight the science. Hope that boy see light right through his eyelids. Silent killer, I'll see you at midnight. I pray you get up, I hope you get right. I hope you down for the cause, hold it down for us all. If you fall, we gon' call for backup. Silent killer, I'll see you at midnight. I pray you get up, I hope you get right. I hope you down for the cause, hold it down for us all. If you fall, we gon' call for backup. To avoid feelings, he been feeling voids, stressing about who he finna be. Watch what's around him, their energy. Think about his art way too critically. Look at that branch that they died on. This is what they call the industry. His shorties telling him to simmer down. He too worried about a simile. Mentors done told him to practice, but practice and patience gon' make it a habit. He rather go get it, be about some action, and pray for his needs and have faith that he'll have it. He try to meditate, better way, hustle or levitate, tapping that flow. He just hope that levee break. He has his battle every day. They say he won't win, but still he rise anyway. Silent killer, I'll see you at midnight. I pray you get up, I hope you get right. I hope you down for the cause, hold it down for us all. If you fall, we gon' call for backup. Silent killer, I'll see you at midnight. I pray you get up, I hope you get right. I hope you down for the cause, hold it down for us all. If you fall, we gon' call for backup.
y'all ain't sleep. You're listening to 6D Radio on Q4.
1, 2, 3, let's go. Let's hope that family coach. Alright, let's do it. I'm not even close to rich, but just happy I ain't broke. I never dealt with the coke, but remember stretching dawn was mixing water with the soap. Becoming rich in spirit, man, holding on to your hopes and maintaining your peace when you wanna grab the toast. Didn't hurt people that I cared about the most while sacrificing my pride, trying more to get outside. My boy rather stay indoor, and that's funny cause that's exactly what he smoked. Did a couple flips after diving off the deep end. Music been decent, outside of the raps, under wraps, keep it secret. But opening up more feels better now I'm releasing. Add up in sequence, felt the pain seeping. Lost a lot of people, so I'm trying to find a reason. Homies off in county, locked up, I can see them. Ain't a way to live, got a bitch so known that his pronouns are free him. I done lost hope, but then found me a coach. Letting one smoke, I'm like, get off the ropes. Only 160, but fighting in heavyweight. Down for the count, but I'm getting up anyway. I done lost hope, but then found me a coach. Now they want smoke, I'm like, get off the ropes. Only 160, but fighting in heavyweight. Down for the count, but I'm getting up anyway. What you know about not folding under the pressure, but folding to the pressure of focusing on the pressure? Exactly. Grab the fresh white tank top from the dresser. I chose flow over guns, some would call that progressive. Hopped off the porch with a mindset for progression. With this weight I'm trying to carry, I ain't missed 2 steps. My muscles work through the pandemic, and you can tell, cause it's barely any tissue left. This independent, we gon' get it done. Some people put all their faith in a pendant or something that they told. To deal with all my problems a little different than most. I just used to watch my moms go through it and take notes. Found God up in service, he walked so I could float. Burdens be heavy, but still I rise through cold. And the Bible said he don't give you more than what you can handle. So according to understanding, man, I gotta be the GOAT. Gotta be the GOAT. It only makes sense. It only makes sense. Hey, I done lost hope, but then found me a coach. Letting one smoke, I'm like, get off the ropes. Only 160, but fighting in heavyweight. Down for the count, but I'm getting up anyway. I done lost hope, but then found me a coach. Now they want smoke, I'm like, get off the ropes. Only 160, but fighting in heavyweight. Down for the count, but I'm getting up anyway. Get back up and I'm still that guy. Get back up and I'm still that guy. Get back up and I'm still that guy. Get back up and I get back up and I. Stuck between not caring and caring, trying to be more vocal, but it's dreadful, I'm Bobby McFerrin. Fear's hard to face, but over here I've been constantly staring. It's hard to show emotions that I bear, but not be embarrassed. This level of transparency cannot be inherent. There's gotta be God. Show me. There's gotta be I, cause I never felt like this before, but I'm not into comparing. Speaking of speaking, I'm calling your silence. Funny how watching the sunrise can broaden horizons. Now I want more colorful chords, what lies in your eyelids. Do you miss it? Am I reaching for glass in my hands? Do you miss me like when people miss acid rap chance? Looking through glass at a glance. Hope that I'm bearing good fruit. Hope that this carry over the next, but I'm caring for you. I'm into taking some risk and you into taking your time. I'm choosing peace of a post. Leave all the worries, but
This, That, and the Third is out right now, ladies and gentlemen. Third the Poet on March 3rd, the 3rd episode of 6D Radio, Season 6. Man.
Like this.
That was lovely.
I appreciate that, man. This is great. Y'all are great.
I want to ask you one more thing before you go.
What's going on?
Tell me how you came up with the name The Third. Because I like the album, This, That, and the Third. Like, that whole thing she just did. I was like, how did you go up with that?
Wow. So, man, it's a lot simpler than I'm making it sound. So, I'm the 3rd generation of my granddad, then my dad, then me. We all have the same name. And so I'm just the 3rd in my generation.
You the 3rd in your generation, so you're 3rd generation. So you're not a 3rd, the 3rd in your like junior, the 3rd.
Yeah, so my dad is the junior.
You're the 3rd. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
So how the shows looking, bro? Like, you got any shows under your belt yet?
Oh man, I've been performing since I was 14. I think as far as like coming up, I'm working on a few right now. We've got some good things. I'm in talks with Hard Rock Cafe right now about putting on
Turn
a
up.
show.
Wow.
April 20th, I'll be on a show with a bunch of other I'll be on a show with Naomi G.
Okay.
We on a bill with Naomi G and a
I don't
bunch
care
of
what
other
day
great
it is, I'm there.
performers.
We lit. We gonna show up, bro. Show
April
support.
20th, we
April
there. Yeah, I'll make sure y'all get the flyer.
420?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's a Wednesday. I'm gonna try to come.
No, we 6D will definitely be in the building.
Yes,
I
indeed.
definitely make sure y'all have those. But yeah. We got a lot of good things in the works. We just kind of make sure they get into official before I start talking about it too much. But yeah, a lot of good things happen.
For sure. So as fellow educators, for our students, man, what's a message you can leave for them if they, planning on entering the arts, whether it's music, producing, DJing? What's some advice you can give them?
I think I got two things. Really have a plan. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people be so captivated in what they can see as far as like other artists like coming through and making their way in the music field, and they just like, okay, I'm gonna just get out and I'm gonna just do it. And it's like, yeah, that sounds great. I like the energy, but like let's have a plan. So definitely have a plan, whatever that looks like for you. Define your. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day about like defining like what success means to you, right? And just being like, yo, like if like this is where my marker is, this is where I want to be. That's part of the plan. And the other thing, G, is put in 100%.
Yeah.
Don't have
say that
do
again,
it.
bro.
Put in 100%. I usually say 110, but you know what I'm saying, your first time always be a little, you don't have 110.
Got the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. So 100% every time, especially with this music field, because you're only gonna get out of it as much as you put into it. You know what I'm saying?
So true.
You can't make a $30 investment, because everybody into NFTs and Bitcoin and all that stuff like that, right? You know what I'm saying? You can't put in $20 into a market and expect $1,000 to come through back away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So put in how much you want to get back and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And continue to do that, because nobody's going to give you, you know what I'm saying, like a bunch of applause for a little bit of work.
I love
It's
that.
never worked that way, and it's definitely not working that way in the music field. So definitely, all the way in.
I agree.
All the way in.
I appreciate your passion. You can tell you're passionate about your
I love
art.
this.
You study the art of rap. You're a connoisseur of words. I definitely feel the passion in your work. I want to hear more. I definitely want to delve in. Thank y'all for bringing it to me. Like,
For sure.
introduce me to him. I'm like, he's great.
No problem. And speaking of like diving into work, I want to hear you work this beat right here.
Oh, shoot.
This is one of the first 6D radio music beds that we've used, and I always love this one. So, third, you want to get into it? Or you want me to start it off like Big Tigger used to?
Oh, shoot. Let's do it. I'm listening. I'm
Ooh,
here
I
for
ain't
all of that.
freestyling in a while.
I'm here for all of that.
Sharon, you gonna hop in this?
No, I will not.
T Timmy, you gonna hop in? My girl in the corner, you gonna hop in? She like,
I'm here for moral support.
She's like, I'm
you know
in
what I'm
it.
saying?
I'm
I
not
spin
in
the
it.
records. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Ken, go ahead, do your thing. Tell these people what you feel.
okay. I gotta get it in. Sharon with the turntables, he gonna let it spin.
Hey.
I ain't gonna let it in. Ken gonna bring the gin, cause I'ma drink it up. Then I'ma get my 10.
Whoa.
10 as in TIN, TEN. Yes, I'm a dime. They be like, what's so slime?
Sheesh.
I like my limit in my line.
Sheesh.
And I don't. Well, I'm just gonna climb.
Right.
Hey, number 9 plus 1.
Still 10.
I gotta get it done. And you know I'm number 1. Always gonna come. Hey.
I like that.
Like that. Bet. Chicago make earth, we make wind stop. I cannot breathe. They gonna ask me. I cannot leave. I make the earth. The trees. We just been rooted, making it planting the seed, this movement. We with the movement. Every time they come through, we just like wow, we just booming. Metro, coming to trust, but it's retro. Shoes to clean, this Metro. I've been seen, Petro. Might be. I put my soul on the track like it's Nike. I've been in pain, they taking it lightly. No, it's just heavy. No, I've been pepping, not hesitating. I'm not into hesitating. I've been up in the mountains meditating. Everybody know the truth about me, but they know they don't get loose. Try with me, grab a All they do is gotta ask. I'ma
Yeah.
bring it through. They'll chop a tree down for me. They just gotta ask. I'ma bring plane for the action. Playing with me. No, can't see it. It's all about it. I've been moving through and they see the signs. Bring it for me if I'm leaving mine. It's been too good. Chopping up cucumbers. I've been thinking about it every single day. Gotta cook. We in the oven. I'm loving it.
Hey.
No, it's time. I'm discussing it. It's not up for discussion. I'm here with 6D. They can't miss me for the 6Ds.
Hey.
I've been cold since like Nintendo 64. And I'm fresh. What you think they call me a minty for? I've been sold now. See, I'm getting now. This is spark now. Passed up. There's not opportunity I could pass up, but I'm masked up. Gotta stay safe when I'm passed up. Can't get passed up. Just a movement. Got a new hustle.
Sheesh.
Kidding, I brush. I came out the Brussels. No, it's discussions. Feeling this pain. This go over heads like all these lines go over heads like I'm drawing marches and part with me, Homer scene, card with me, I bought the cart with me, taking shops and everything we own. If we pass for it, no, I don't gotta ask for it.
Hey.
And spend some. Grab some bread, gotta spend some. Make some bread, gotta spend some. I want everything that's mine and then some.
You gonna blow out the microphone.
My eardrum.
Yes, sir.
This, that, and the third is out right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's
Go
go.
get that. Where can we follow you?
Oh man, Instagram at the Third Raps. Twitter is Third the Poet. You can see me everywhere on all streaming platforms. Just at the Third.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you,
Blessings.
Third, for coming through and blessing the
Thank you for
mic.
inviting me, bro.
Okay.
Thank
Love
you,
being
T.
here.
Timmy, for coming out of retirement for the
Man,
game.
thank you guys for having me again. It was a
yeah,
pleasure.
bless.
Thank you.
And since Shawnee's not here, I'm gonna have to do the church announcements. Sister Shawnee ain't here, so I'm gonna be the evangelist today.
Evangelist.
All right, make sure you follow us at Radio 6D on Instagram and our main page, 6D Network Tane MT. That's on our IG and our Twitter, as well as our TikTok, Facebook, almost every platform you
Y'all
could think
got
of.
TikTok.
6D Network Tane.
Y'all
We
up
got
there.
it. Yeah. Make sure you follow me at its_the_can.
Make sure you follow your boy at DJ Shurn, DJSHURN.
And one more time, it's your girl T. Mary Elizabeth, and you guys can follow me on IG, TATIMTIMMY.
T. Timmy, ladies
Tim
and
Timmy.
gentlemen. Man, just make sure you follow us and stay in tune. We do got some dope things coming up. Until then,
We
come
out.
back next week. We out.
Peace.
The 6D Network Tainment on Q4 Radio.